If you were getting bored of Samus's traditional look up to this point, you were probably a developer for Metroid Fusion. Samus was given a complete makeover for this game because the developers were bored of her normal look, and my god is it such a good redesign in just about every way. The Fusion suit has a proper blue visor to contrast nicely with the pinkish red helmet, and what's even better is that it has the blue suit to go with it. This completes my holy triangle of blue, yellow and red colorations and designs. The Fusion suit is also noticeably slimmed down, but it makes sense given that story-wise, Samus is a lot weaker than normal due to a legendary power suit being lost to the X-Parasite. So Samus having such a drastic design change not only makes sense narratively, but it's also executed really well. I can't really find anything to complain about apart from the blue visor not being represented in the main sprite of all things. What else can be said? I like the spikes on the arms, the streamlined look, and the subtle Metroid design traits. I love this thing. We're going to be seeing it a lot, so brace yourselves for that, but that has no impact on this iteration's grade. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more Metroid shorts, discussions, and lore like this. It's kind of appropriate I'm recording this while recovering from what I think were allergies because holy shit, this thing is so ugly it may have been the cause of them. How did we go from one of the best designs for Samus in the franchise to this? Fusion's Varia Suit is awful. It's worse than the piss yellow power suit of Super. In fact, I'm just gonna say it up front, this is the worst suit Samus has ever had, and I'm not kidding. Instead of piss yellow, Samus has a clown vomit color scheme and it's not pretty. Even with the blue visor, it's not enough to save this train wreck. Strangely though, in game, it's alright. The pink isn't as obvious and the main suit looks lime green as opposed to vomit colored, so in this depiction, it's not nausea inducing. But that's not stopping me from grading this suit as the worst out of Samus's entire array of suits. Spoiler alert, it's the only one in its tier. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more Metroid shorts, discussions, and lore like this. Well, that's better, I guess. I'm conflicted with Fusion's Gravity Suit, mostly because it doesn't really do anything for me. Sure, it's satisfying to finally get it, but visually it's kinda one-dimensional. The entire suit has a blue shade to it apart from the head and neck area, which makes the suit kinda become a single blob to me. In-game though, the sprite has more green as a secondary colour and the helmet is more blatantly red rather than salmon coloured. This is probably the one time where the green stands out more than the blue because of the overabundance of purple blues and nothing more to contrast it with, like Samus's helmet. The green visor stands out more, but I still like the blue visor just for consistency's sake. In all honesty, the design overall is kind of a bit boring. The Gravity Suit is without a doubt better than the Clown Vomit Suit, but it's definitely the weakest of the Gravity Suits. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more Metroid shorts, discussions, and lore like this. What goes around comes around. The so-called Omega Suit in Metroid Fusion is pretty bluntly a return to form both in a visual and a narrative sense. Samus has regained her powers from the X-Parasite that stole her power suit, she has reclaimed her agency, and the colours highlight that very well. The yellow base of the suit has returned, as has the green visor, and the outer layer of the suit is orange to harken back to the classic colours of Samus's normal suit. But for some reason there's something off about the colours. I'm not quite sure what it is. What I do like though is the visor. Because of the prominence of the blue visor throughout the Fusion suits, the green visor is a nice refresher and a welcome return. It's also more vibrant than usual, making it stand out more. Overall, the Omega suit is a nice return to form for Samus, if a bit underwhelming. It's the first 4th stage suit in the franchise, so that's a neat shake-up. Too bad we don't use it much at all though. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more Metroid shorts, discussions, and lore like this.